you have guys, you coming in as a woman during the elections, your colleague women were your problem. Now, when you win, the women are jubilating, the guys are jubilating. Now you have to work with the male-dominated panel. That is one of the biggest challenges you could ever experience as a woman, and that's one of the points I would want our listeners who have that ambition to pay attention to. That's when you have to think like a man and a woman. Because SRC president is just like any other political office you see out there, and I think it's more difficult than even general elections because you are dealing with, excuse me to use, highly leveled individuals. They are all educated. Everybody in school is educated, and convincing them is more difficult than people who are not educated. So once you get in as a woman, how you carry yourself, you would get to realize that if you're not smart, you're going to be outsmarted, and you'll be sitting so dumb until the game is over. Then you open your eyes and be like, what did I even do which was wrong? And by the time I realize SRC president is just like working for 6 months.
Yeah.
Then you have to put things in order. So I would say actually SRC president is my stepping stone. I was trying to test the waters to see how far I can go with general politics.
Oh, and I can see testing the waters. You are going to go further, right?
Oh, inshallah.
Oh, I love that.
So my target is to be the president of Ghana actually. So SRC president, and my next step is MP going for parliamentary.
Great,
Yes.
great.
And still underway. And afterwards we'll try with the Ghana president.
Okay, we can't wait to see this happen. It will surely happen one day.
Yeah.
You say amen to that. But I still want to come back to you.
Okay.
You said something earlier. Your colleagues were caged. And I think we mentioned earlier that some of the reasons that actually got us caged, culture, religion, and some other factors. Is it that you were not part of the cage? I don't. Were you not affected by these barriers, or how did you get yourself out of the cage?
Well, it's innate. It's innate because I didn't grow up from a different family than the others. But growing up, I've always seen myself to be a kid that can be anything. And I grew up like any normal child. I grew up in Zongo. I was actually born in Bunkrigu, Zongo. And my father he was, as at the time of my birth, and still is the chief of Zongo. I'm a Zongo kid from Zongo. I grew up here in Tamale, Namashigu, and Vitin, Chabu, in which area again? Kaponi. Yeah, so from the slums, let me just say that. But I never saw myself to be a kid that can be something because I've not seen someone there. Actually, growing up, I wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to be a musician. I wanted to be president. I wanted to be minister. Anything I see, I want to be, and I will tell my father that I want to be, and he will say, "Okay, nice." And thankfully, I have a father who has never said I can't be anything when I go to him to tell him I want to be something. And my auntie, should I say, is my guardian angel, because she saw that this kid wants to do so many things. So from childhood, when I'm in my adventurous moments, I create fairy tale movies in my head, and I imagine myself out there doing things. And SRC president, I didn't actually see it to be something difficult that I can be. So I was just informing people, creating awareness that I'm going in for SRC president. As I'm seated here saying I want to be MP or I'm going to be MP, I'm not seeing it to be a difficult task, although the process is difficult. I just see myself as I can be MP. But a situation whereby you find your colleagues thinking that it's a whole big deal for you as a woman, then you feel maybe they are caged. Excuse me to use that word.
So are you telling me that you were not caged?
I don't think I was caged. I've never been caged. I don't think I'm caged.
But do you in any way have a solution?
Exactly.
To
That's
get
why.
these
Yes.
to get the rest out of the cage so that they
Yes.
can also explore
One of
and
the
be the best they can be.
Yes, and one was to go in for SRC president. Now look at this. I have a lady next year going for SRC president on my campus. Who is more happier? Is it not me? We have a female secretary this year. I'm more happier. And the president has appointed a woman as his PRO. Am I not happy? Look at me, I'm always smiling. I saw your flyer. I was just happy.
Me too.
I
honestly,
you have no idea.
I was.
I'm not part of the discussion today.
You are. I remember when I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Exactly.
We actually had a conversation the very first time we spoke on Facebook. I think I messaged you, and I was a bit curious in relation to that because I was really happy when I'm like, yeah, now something's gonna happen,
And it's happening because now we're seeing women coming up.
Yeah.
And then one campus, I saw a lady, Khadija, going for it.
There's
my
power
God.
in the name.
Icing on the cake. And this is so good because it's with the icing.
Goodness.
You feel so fulfilled. And someone might say you haven't achieved much or you've achieved nothing. I'm like, I'm sipping my Zoncom also where I'm like, this is my idea. My ladies are coming.
You are sipping. I like that.
Sipping.
Yes.
It's just beautiful. I mean, I'm walking all fulfilled because look at you. I saw your flyer. Even if you are not SRC president, your flyer has inspired someone.
Of course.
Yeah, a lot.
Very true. Very, very true.
What is more fulfilling than that? Knowing that you've changed a mindset of someone, a young girl out there who might even grow to be more than you are destined to be. But she wouldn't have exploited that talent of hers, not until she saw his flyer. Think about it. You're just smiling.
Yeah, that's very
We're all
true.
full of smiles.
Yes. Yeah, that's very true. Very, very true. I think Zainab level 2 and then we met at the course. I don't know if you already had made that decision by then, but I think after when I returned back to campus just shortly, I saw that it was started, and I was like, and I think that same time I was also going for vice presidency.
Yes.
Yeah, so
I was like, wow, first college.
Okay, so it's still the activity program right here on the Menchie Wisdom FM. Because we did start and we're trying to spend more time, so I think we can end at 8:40. Yeah, so but no, I think I have to give it a chance. You can call me through 037